Have you ever wondered why some people disappear, even while they're standing right in front of you? They call them INFPs, architects of emotion, people who don't react to the world, they interpret it, who don't think to explain, but to understand. But what happens when that sensitivity overloads? When their inner signal gets lost in the world's static? They don't fade out, they fade inward. And that silence isn't absence, it's survival. Stay till the end, and you'll understand why INFPs vanish and what brings them back. Picture an INFP at a dinner table. Laughter, chatter, warmth all around. But inside, something rings off-key. A tone too sharp. A laugh that dies before it's born. A compliment that sounds like obligation. Most people don't notice. The INFP does. Their dominant function, introverted feeling, FI, doesn't analyze facts. It reads intent. It doesn't ask, what happened? It asks, is this real? And when the answer feels like no, even faintly, the world no longer feels sincere. As if the heart's frequency can't find a match out there. For the INFP, that dissonance is pain. Each false note cracks something inside. Every mismatch between words and truth reminds them how different their inner world is. So they withdraw, not from fear, but to restore coherence. To return to a place where what they feel still makes sense. In that silence, extroverted intuition, NE, awakens, connecting fragments, seeking meaning. Maybe that laugh hides sadness. Maybe that distance is protection. Every silence becomes a story, every absence, a riddle. But when curiosity stops exploring and starts seeking certainty, the silence becomes a mirror. FI overloads, then implodes. NE, once expansive, stops breathing. And in the quiet that follows, a reflection takes shape, their own. A version of the INFP, colder, stiller, convinced it finally understands. This is the dark mirror INFP. Not another type. The same person, trapped inside their reflection. When FI implodes and NE loses air, a shadow emerges, a false NI. NE once asked, "What if?" Now the echo declares, "It's always been this way." It's a counterfeit insight, a loop where introspection turns to prophecy and empathy collapses into isolation. To the world, it looks calm. Inside, it's absolute silence. This is the dark mirror moment, when authenticity becomes armor and the reflection replaces the self. That's where INFPs begin to disappear, not from the world, but from themselves. To understand their return, we must decode the INFP's inner architecture. 4 functions. 4 gears within one soul. Dominant, introverted feeling, FI, the inner compass. FI whispers, "Be true." It seeks coherence, not approval. When balanced, it radiates empathy. When wounded, it hides, purity over connection. But in silence, purity becomes loneliness. Auxiliary, extroverted intuition, NE. The alchemist. NE links fragments into patterns. It turns pain into potential. When aligned with FI, it gives pain meaning. When FI collapses, NE loses its grounding and builds stories instead of insights. Tertiary, introverted sensing, SI. the memory anchor. SI remembers. It reminds the INFP, you've been here before. Without it, every hurt feels final. With it, continuity returns. Inferior, extroverted thinking, TE, the bridge to action. TE structures, organizes, builds. FI fears its logic but needs its clarity. Without TE, the INFP dreams. With TE, they create. When FI leads and TE grounds, the vision becomes tangible and the INFP stops vanishing. If you've lived this loop, FI seeking truth while NE multiplies doubt, pause and type, "I've been there." Naming it isn't just sharing, it's the first step out of the mirror. So how do INFPs return from their dark mirror? By realizing that silence isn't who they are, but how their soul processes what it feels. They heal when they stop explaining themselves and start creating. Art, writing, design, each act reconnects FI and TE, emotion and action. When NE listens to SI, vision finds roots. When FI opens to TE, values become structure. It's not a sudden return. It's a quiet rebirth, a design rebuilt from within. Have you ever hidden what you felt, not out of fear but to protect its purity? Then you've known the INFP's silence. Maybe you live inside it now. Comment below, when did your silence become transformation? And don't miss the next episode of Dark Mirror, because every type has a shadow, and every mirror hides a way back. Thanks for watching. See you on the next episode.